In today's episode, we'll show you a few quick yet spectacular stone effect stylings. The designs will be full of colour and shine. Hi, my name's Connie, and this is a channel dedicated to the art of nail styling. Today, we'll look at semi-precious stone designs which look pretty complicated, but in fact are super simple. Pretty gemstones, anyone? Let's get started. To create today's designs, we'll use gel polishes in Mr. White, Hocus Pocus, Wow, Rosewater, Marquise de Pompadour, Baobab, and H2O. Additionally, White Mint Base, Arbor Brilliante Black Poison, Paint Black, Aquagel, Effect Base, Super Matte Top Coat, and Tip Top Top Coat. We'll use brushes Master Nail Art 006, Master Nail Art 007, Aquarelle Sting, and Ombre. We'll also need purple cleaner, a nail art palette, Dap & Dish porcelain container, a double-sided tool, super gold transfer foil, and nail effect powders, princesses don't work, and wow effect, more glitter please. Gemstone nails are a very interesting trend. They come under many names: quartz, gemstone, marble effect, stone effect, similar names, similar effects, and most importantly, super quick and glamorous designs. What do you need to have to be able to create such a manicure? Not much at all, which means these are perfect designs for beginners. Truth be told, the secret lies in the base, the aquagel. It's a wet-on-wet technique where we apply a few shades, use one brush stroke, and it's pretty much ready. We start by painting the first nail with Mr. White gel polish. We carefully apply 2 layers, curing each one in the lamp for 30 seconds. We pour some purple cleaner into the Dap & Dish porcelain container. We place a drop of the Arbor Brilliante Black Poison onto the nail art palette, dip the Master Nail Art 007 in it, and drag the bristles across the palette a few times to get rid of any excess. Then we use the brush to paint some irregular lines resembling a lightning bolt. This design cannot go wrong. Why? Because it's just so simple to do. You don't have to worry about symmetry or creating perfectly straight lines. Quite the opposite. You need to make flowy lines that resemble a marble pattern. That's why this styling is perfect for beginners. We dip the Aquarelle Sting brush in the pot with purple cleaner and blur the previously created uncured lines. We touch various areas with the damp bristles to create a pattern that resembles marble. We cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. A brush you use to dip in the purple cleaner should be reserved for this type of manicure only. This is because purple cleaner dries out the bristles. So don't ever use a brand new brush for this or you will absolutely ruin it. On the other hand, if you have a slightly damaged brush, never throw it away. Sooner or later, it will come in handy for a design exactly like this one. We use the Master Nail Art 006 brush to darken and thicken particular lines, then cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Then we cover the entire nail with a thin layer of the effect base and cure again for 30 seconds. We place bits of Flame Effect Eldorado in various places on the dispersion later to make the design more pronounced. We secure the whole styling with the Tip Top Top Coat and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. This is what the stone effect styling looks like with a bit of shimmer. If you're a fan of matte finishes, we're dedicating the next styling to you. We'll now create a matte marble. If you prefer glossy finishes, let us know in the comments and we'll do that next time. In the glossy version, the design is vivid and the colours are vibrant. The matte version makes them more delicate, lighter, and the flame effect acquires a new dimension. We cover the second nail with Mr. White gel polish, applying only 1 layer without pushing the brush too hard against the surface to avoid creating smudges. We cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. We place a drop of Marquise de Pompadour onto the nail art palette. In the same spot, layer onto layer, we place a drop of Baobab, Mr. White, and Glass H2O. We take a thin brush and drag it along and across the wet layers to create a pattern. Then we cover the nail in a thin layer of Aquagel without curing it. Aquagel has multiple applications, perfect for many designs. You should have at least 1 bottle of it in your salon or on your desk. We use it to create a snakeskin effect, We can also use it to create a watercolor-like effect without the use of actual watercolors, using the wet-on-wet method. Any design you've seen that's sort of semi-transparent has probably been done with the use of aquagel. Because if you mix it with any shade of gel polish or colored gel, you create a so-called glaze. You can use it to get the effect of shading using a semi-transparent color. Additionally, if you want to mix any nail powders, it's best to do it in this space to avoid risking that the colors will dissolve. Using the ombre brush, we pick up the mix from the palette with one smooth stroke, as if we were using a spatula. We hold the brush straight, almost in the air, and drop the color mix onto the nail, starting in the center and following the curve to the right side of the nail. We add layers one by one, waiting a bit for them to melt into each other. Then cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. We pick up a small amount of wow effect, more glitter please, and place it in some areas onto the sticky layer of the polish. We secure the whole nail with a super matte top coat and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. We place a drop of Tip Top onto the nail art palette. We dip the Master Nail Art brush 006 in it and highlight the areas of the nail where we can see Marquise de Pompadour shade showing to bring out the sparkle of its particles. We cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Voila! Another gemstone design is ready. For our last design, we'll use the White Min base coat. We cover the whole nail with one layer and cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. The White Min base coat is one of several indigo base coats, but it's the only one that's white. Thanks to that, we can use it as a solo manicure and it's stunning. It gives a nice shade of healthy, milky, natural nails. It's also great as a base coat for neons and pastels. Already at the base stage, it creates additional coverage, which means you won't require so many layers and won't end up with streaks. This is very important. The White Min base coat solves the problem of streaks. Thirdly, the texture of White Min is perfect for infills and allows you to extend the free edge of the natural nail slightly by just a few millimeters. If you haven't tried it yet, but the product has caught your attention, you should check out our episode New Indigo Base Coat. It was uploaded some time ago, but we show you in it in great detail what you can do with this base. Go and take a look. We apply Princesses Don't Work nail powder to the top of the nail. We place more particles at the bottom of the nail too. In the middle, at a slant, we place some Flame Effect El Dorado. We pat the larger flakes with our finger to make them stick properly. We add a bit of wow threads in between the princess and the flame effects. Starting from the middle of the nail, we cover a section of the nail plate with the transparent Hocus Pocus gel polish. We paint the other side with the wow shade. We cover the top and bottom of the nail using the rose water gel polish. Using the Master Nail Art 006 brush, we blend the colors to create a nice transition, then cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. The glass range is a specific collection of polishes that are semi-transparent. One could think, what do I need those for? However, they are irreplaceable in all sorts of stylings. Firstly, you can use them to change the color of powders and gel polishes. You can mix them together as they blend really well thanks to their consistency. They are superb for an ombre. For people who love styling and feel in touch with their inner artist, glass range is an absolute must-have. There are many shades available, at least 16, so take a few and try them out for yourself. 2 to 3 to start with, probably a pink one, maybe Hocus Pocus, and check if they come in handy in your designs. Also, look for videos on our channel that show our work with the glass range. You'll find quite a few practical tips on how to use them there. We cover the entire nail with a thin layer of aquagel without curing it. We place a drop of Mr. White onto the nail art palette, dip the Master Nail Art 006 brush in it and paint a few thin lines in the center of the nail. We wait a moment for the lines to bleed slightly and then cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. We touch a few spots up with Mr. White to bring out the structure of the stone, then cure again in the lamp for 30 seconds. After which we cover the whole nail in the super matte top coat and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Since we'll be using a transfer foil, we need to use the purple cleaner to wipe the nail first. As a result, the foil will transfer only in our chosen places and not across the entire surface. We soak a pad in the cleaner and meticulously wipe the entire surface of the nail with it. Using the two-sided tool, we apply a small amount of paint gel to the nail art palette. We dip the Master Nail Art 006 brush in it and paint irregular veins across the nail starting at the bottom. We cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. We press the super gold foil strongly into the design and pull it away energetically as if we were peeling away a strip while waxing. We cover the design in Tip Top and cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. And it's ready! Here are all of today's stone designs side by side. What can I say? That is the end of our episode. Do let us know in the comments below if gemstones are your thing, and if not, your personal favourite. Do you have clients who ask for such decorations? If so, which time of the year does it happen most often? Thanks for watching. Bye!